Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So today we are just going to be talk about the quadratic equations. All right. So first of all, in today's class, we are just going to be learn that what is quadratic equations, one thing, and second, how we can solve the quadratic equation. Okay. So let's say have to start. Yes, anyone having the idea that what is quadratic equation? Anyone?
In the equation where the x coefficient is 2,
The power or index of x
the
is 2.
power is 2.
Yeah, that's correct. So an equation equation in which maximum power of variable is 2. Such type of equations are known as quadratic equation. Now, if we are going to talk about the standard form of the quadratic equation, the standard form of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Yes, anyone have the idea that how many methods we have to solve quadratic equations?
Uh, Two.
There are two methods. You have the idea about the name.
Substitution and elimination.
Substitution and elimination is for simultaneous linear equations. We are talking about quadratic equation. Yes, any other one?
Is one of them completing the square?
Yes, completing square. We have total three methods to solve the quadratic equation algebraically. The first one, that is factorization, that is also known as the midterm breaking, if possible, because all the quadratic equations are not possible to factorize. So that's why if the factorization is possible, so you can solve a quadratic equation by factorization method. Now the second method that you told me, the completing square. By completing square method, you can solve all type of quadratic equations. And the last one is, and one of the most important one, that is quadratic formula. So we have three methods to solve quadratic equation. The first one is factorization. You can say that the midterm breaking, if possible. The second method is completing squared, and the third one is the quadratic formula. So let's we have to solve a quadratic equation by the factorization method. Okay, for the factorization method, obviously we need to be take that equations that is going to be possible to solve by the factorization. Okay, because I told you all type of quadratic equation is not possible to solve by the this one. So let's take the question. Just a minute. All right. For example, we have a question. We have x squared plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. The examiner says that you have to solve. All right, now we want to solve it. So we are doing it by the factorization method. Yes, can anyone tell me how we can do the midterm baking of this one?
Uh, we need to find the factors of 6, like 3 into 2. And when we subtract or add them, the answer should be 1 because as the coefficient of x is 1.
Yes. So we have done the midterm baking already. So what we will do, we'll multiply the constant term with the coefficient of x square. We are going to be getting -6. You have to write all the possible pairs. 1 times 6, 2 times 3 is going to be 6. I need a negative answer. The middle term is positive. It means that the bigger value is a positive sign and smaller value have a negative sign. Now we have to check that we have to check the sum, which are the two values. You will add them and you will get the middle term, means +1. So yes, Zimal, which is a suitable pair?
20.
Mi huh? -2 plus 3. So you will add them, it will be 1. So this is my suitable pair. So I'm going to break down the middle term into x here, -2x plus 3x minus 6 is equal to 0. Now we have to take a common by the grouping from the first two terms and from the last two terms. From the first two terms, we have x is common. I'm going to be get x minus 2 inside the bracket. In the next two terms, I'm going to be get 3 and I'm going to be get x minus 2 inside the bracket is equal to 0. Now we have two terms. This is the first term. This is the second term. In both terms, we have x minus 2 is common. And I'm going to be get x plus 3 inside the bracket. Yes, everyone. Any question?
No, sir.
No, sir.
When we have done the expansion and factorization, so we already know that how to do the factorization. So we have factorized it. Now here we are going to be use the zero product property. Zero product property. The zero product property is, for example, if you have two numbers and they are multiplying and their answer is 0. So the product of two numbers is equal to 0. It is only possible if the first term will be 0 or the second term will be 0. This is the option because without in for example, if both values are non-zero, the answer can never be 0, right? So if the product of two term is 0, it may be the first term 0 multiplied by something is 0, or this value will be 0 because 0 multiplied by something, that answer is going to be 0. So we have to use a zero product property. We have the two terms x minus 2 and x plus 3. Their product is equal to 0, so we can assume that maybe the first term will be 0, x minus 2 is equal to 0, or the x plus 3 is equal to 0. Yes, everyone. Any question?
No, sir.
No.
Now it is minus. Now it will become a linear equation. It is -2. Take this value on the other side. It will be +2. It is +3. Take this value on the other side. It will become -3. So these are my two answers. Yes, everyone. Any question how to solve the equation by quadratic equation by factorization?
No, sir.
Let's take another example. For example, we have a question. He says that you have to be solve 2y square plus 7y minus 15 is equal to 0, and examiner says that you need to be solve it. So, and we have to do it by the factorization method. So if examiner gives you the question by factorization, it is mention it, obviously it is going to be able to factorize. So let's see how to multiply the constant term with the coefficient of y square. I'm going to be get minus 30. So write all the possible pairs. 1 times 30 is going to be 30. 2 times 15 is going to be 30. 3 multiplied by 10 will be 30. 4, 5 times 6 is going to be 30. And the last one is, that's it. There's no more. Now, we need a negative answer. The negative answer is only possible if the one term is positive and one will be negative, because positive multiplied by negative, you will get a negative answer. Look at the middle term. The sign of the middle term is positive. It means that the bigger one have a positive sign and smaller one have a negative. Now we have to check that which are the two values. You will add them and you will get 7. Yes, which are the two values?
-3 and +10.
It is going to be -3 plus 10. You will add them. So this means that this is my suitable pair. So I'm going to be break down 2y square minus 3y plus 10y minus 15 is equal to 0. From the first two terms, we have y is common. I'm going to be get 2y minus 3. Now, in the next two terms, we have 10 and 15. 5 is common, so I'm going to be get 2y minus 3. Now we have two terms, so we have to check that which value is going to be common here. So we have 2y minus 3 is common. So I'm going to get y plus 5 is equal to 0. Now the product of two terms is equal to 0, so we have to use a zero product property. If the two terms is equal to 0, the product of two terms is equal to 0 means the first term will be 0 or the second term will be 0. From here, I'm going to be get 2y is equal to minus 3 will become plus 3. The 2 is multiplying, so on the other side it will be divide. It is plus 5. Take this value on the other side, it will become minus 5. Yes, everyone. Any question till here?
No, sir.
No, sir.
All right. Sometimes examiner is going to be give you the question of the quadratic one in this type. It says that you have to solve 2y square minus 50 is equal to 0. If, for example, you have this type of quadratic equation, so there is no need you have to go for the factorization or quadratic or completing square, because it is simple single variable, okay, in single term. So you can do it in a very simple way that it is minus 5. You have to take it on the other side, so it will become plus 5. Sorry, I'm just taking it as 50, not 5. So take it on the other side, it will become plus 50. You have 2y square is equal to plus 50. 2 is multiplying, take it on the other side, it will become 50 divided by 2. So you will get that y is equal to 25. Now you have a square, I want to remove the square, so I'm going to be taking a square root on both sides. So I'm going to be get y is equal to plus and minus 5. Means I'm going to be get the positive answer as well as I'm going to be getting a negative answer. You can do it by this way as well, that for example, if you have to take a common, you are going to be get y square minus 25 is equal to 0. All right. So 2 is multiplying on the side, it will be divide. Obviously, y can be written as y square. 25 is written as 25 square. It is 0 divided by 2. Obviously, that is 0. Now look at here. I'm just writing it. I told you if you have two terms, there is a negative sign, so you have to be factorize it. First of all, you have to check that. Are you able to write the term into the square form? So yes, y square can be written as the square of y, and 25 is 5 can be written as the square of 5. So it will be a plus b means y plus 5 times y minus 5 is equal to. So you have to take that the product of two terms is equal to 0. So you can take that 5 plus y plus 5 is equal to 0 or y minus 5 is equal to 0. So you will get the answer y is equal to 5 and y is equal to minus 5 and y is equal to plus 5. So look at here, if examiner give you this type of equation in which you have a single in variable in single term, okay, in not two or three terms. So you can do this question in a very easier way. You have to make that variable as a subject, you will get the answer. Yes, everyone, any question?
No, sir.
No, sir.
In the same way, sometimes examiner gives you the quadratic equation in this format, like you have y square 2y square minus 30y is equal to 0. For example, if examiner gives you this type of quadratic equation and he says that you have to solve it, so you can do it very easier way. You have to factorize it. You know how to factorize them. If you have two terms, there is a negative sign. You have to check that. Are you able to write into the square form? So definitely 30 is not a square number, 2 is not a square number. So what is the next step? We have to take a common. I'm going to be take 2y as a common. I'm going to be get y minus 2 times 15 is 30 is equal to 0. Look at here, I'm just going to be factorize it. So the product of two terms is equal to 0. So I'm going to be get 2y is equal to 0, or you have y minus 15 is equal to 0. From here, I'm going to be get y is equal to 0 over 2. So the final answer will be 0. And from here, I'm going to be get y is equal to plus 15. Yes, everyone. Any question? So these are those questions
No,
that is going to be possible to factorize. Yes, Mustafa, Ishal, Zimal, Tuba.
no, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
Right. Now we have to go for the next method, that is completing square method. So let's go down. I already had the worksheet here. Now I'm just going to be do this question by completing square method. By completing square method, you can solve each type of quadratic equation. Okay. Now look at here. You have 5x square plus 10x plus 2. You want to solve it by the completing square method. The first step is, first of all, the coefficient of x square must be 1. What is the first step? The step 1 is the coefficient of x square must be 1. Now look at here. The coefficient of x square is 5. So how we can make it 1? Anyone? Yes, I want to make it 1. How I can make 5x square as 1?
You will take 5 out. It will be 10, 2 x square plus 2x plus 2 divided 10.
Yeah, I have to be two options. I'm just going to be dividing 5 on both sides. So 5 will be cancelled out, or I can take 5 as a common. In other words, you have to just multiply with 5 by 5. You have to multiply by 5 and you have to divide it by 5, because I just want to remove it. I'm just doing it by this way. It is easier for me that I'm just dividing both sides by 5. So it is going to be cancelled out, simply divided by 5. So directly I'm going to be get x square plus 2x plus 2 over 5 is equal to 0. But I'm not doing by this way. The reason is because in the function we have to do the completing square as well. So obviously you don't have the option to have to divide it. That's why you have to multiply both side with, you have to multiply and divide with 5 by 5. Now take the denominator 5 inside the bracket. So it will be 5x squared divided by 5, 10x divided by 5, 2 divided by 5. Yes, everyone. Any question?
No,
Sir, I have
Yes, Simon.
why I don't understand why we can't do just directly all of it divided by 5, both sides divided by 5.
You will get the answer when we are going to do the quadratic functions. Means you have a function, he says that you have 5x squared plus 10x plus 2. And examiner says that you have to be do the completing square. Now in this one, you don't have the option that you have to divide 5 on both sides. Okay. Maybe if you have to divide it, so in the next step, you need to take it on the other side, you multiply. Okay, we will do the function, so then you will understand that why we are doing the 2 extra steps.
Okay.
So
Okay,
why
that's why
do we need to make x square as single? Why we are taking 5 as
because we are doing the completing square. For the completing square, the x square must be the x square term must be the coefficient of x square must be 1. The reason is we have to make it 1 because we need to be write into the square form. We need to be write this value into the square form. And for example, if there is 5 with it, 5 is not a square number. If it is 7, so 7 is not a square number. If it is 8, it is not a square number. So that's why it's better that you have to be remove the coefficient. You have to, yes, if for example, if you have the coefficient is 4, 4 is a square number, so then you can do it by this way. But obviously it makes the question more complicated, but you can. Okay, so the easiest way you have to do it, you have to be just make the coefficient of x will be 1. Clear? Now you have 5 will be cancelled out, 5 times 2 is 10. So 5 is multiplying on the other side, it will be divide. So it will become 0 divided by 5. Now I'm going to get the equation x squared plus 2x plus 2 over 5. Now at this time 0 divided by 5, it will become 0. So it doesn't matter, you have to divide 5 on both sides, it is the same thing. But if it is a function or it is the expression, you are going to be stuck. Okay, examiner gives you a single expression like he says that you have 5x squared plus 10x and plus 2. This is the expression and you need to be completing square. So obviously there is no equality sign. Obviously you cannot divide 5 by this way because it is mathematically wrong. So that's why what we will do, we are just going to be multiply by 5 and divided by 5 as well. Yes, everyone. Till now, we just have to make the coefficient of x squared will be 1. Yes, anyone have a question till here?
no
No,
sir.
sir.
No,
Okay,
sir.
from here, you have to recall the formula that we have done, that is a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Basically, we have to make the complete square of this one. So for that purpose, we are going to be write the write the equation in the given format. You have to write the equation in this format that you have x plus b over 2 whole square minus b over 2 whole square plus c. This is same a and b because the coefficient of x here is your a value, the coefficient of x will be your b value, and the constant term will be your c value. I'm just comparing from this value, ax square plus bx plus c. The coefficient of x here is a, the coefficient of x is b, and the coefficient of x is c. Now I'm going to be write it. I'm going to be write x plus b over 2 whole square minus b over 2 whole square plus c is already here. 2 over 5 is equal to 0. Now how to find it? B over 2. Basically, this is your b value, that is 2. You just have to multiply it with 1 by 2, means you have to take the half. So you will get the 1. In this different situation, you are going to be getting a different values. Basically, I did not change anything in the equation. I'm just writing it into the computing square form. I'm just changing the format, that's it. For example, if you are going to be, if in the rough work, I'm just going to be open it. Let's in the rough work, I'm just going to be open it. You have the formula a x plus b whole square. What you will get? Why it's not working? You have a square plus 2ab. So 2 multiplied 1 is 2 into x minus 1 plus 2 over 5 is equal to 0. And this minus 1 we have plus 1 minus 1 plus 2 over 5 is equal to 0. Plus 1 minus 1 will be cancelled out. We will get the same thing x square plus 2x plus 2 over 5. So look at here, this is the our equation. So technically, I'm not going to be changing anything in my equation. I'm just writing into another format. That's it. So the easiest way you have to memorize this format. That what is the format? The format is you have to write the equation into x plus b over 2 whole square minus b over 2 whole square plus obviously the constant term. Yes, everyone. This step is known as completing square. Yes, everyone. Any question?
Sir, can you explain it again from step 2? Because I got disconnected, like when you wrote step 2. I couldn't hear
It's
anything.
the step 2
Yeah, from step
from
2. Can
here.
you explain? Yeah. Because I got disconnected. I couldn't hear you.
I'll just say that in the step 2, you have to write the equation in this given format x plus b over 2 whole square minus b over 2 whole square plus c. Now, a, b are the same values. A is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, and c is a constant term. So here we have the b term is 2. So multiply it with 1 by 2, you will get 1. So at the place of b over 2, I have to write 1. So this step is basically completing square. We have to do the 2 or 3 questions. So automatically you are going to be getting a firm grip that how to do the completing square.
Okay.
Now let's we have to simplify them. We have it is going to be x plus 1 whole square minus 1 on the other side will be plus 1 minus 2 over 5. 1 minus 2 over 5 will be 5 times 1 is 5. 5 minus 2 it will be 3 over. Now I just want to remove the square, so I'm going to be taking a square root on both sides. It is 3 over 5. I'm going to be taking a square root here as well. So after taking the square root, I'm going to be getting the answer positive and negative. So we have to find the answer in a positive and negative way. So we are going to be get x is equal to positive square root 3 over 5 plus 1 on this side will be minus 1. It is minus square root 3 over 5. The plus 1 on the side will be minus 1. Yes, everyone have a confusion in this step?
No, sir.
Yes, Ishal, Mustafa, Tuba, alright, Zimal.
So why do we write plus minus?
Obviously, when you have to take a square root, we always write the plus and minus. Like, for example, if you have a square root of 4, we have to write plus 2 and minus 2. The reason is we are not going to be sure that 4 is the square of plus 2 or 4 is the square of minus 2. So we are taking the both possibilities. All right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mustafa, Ishal, any question?
No, sir.
Ishal, are you here?
Yes.
All right. Let's see how to use a calculator to find the value. So we have a square root of 3 divided by 5 minus 1. So the answer is 0.2254 minus 0.225. And the next one you have a negative sign. So just I'm going to change the sign. It's minus. So the answer is minus 1.774. minus 1.774. So look at here, examiner says that you have to write the answer up to 2 decimal places. So up to 2 decimal places, my answer is going to be minus 0.22 and minus 1.74. Yes, everyone. Any question?
Yes, sir.
No,
So after writing the third step is, obviously when you have to do the completing square, then you just have to simply make x as a subject. That's it. This is just a main step. Let's do one more question. So it is going to be more clear. Now, this is the quadratic equation and we have to do it by the completing square method. So what we will do, I just want the coefficient of x square must be 1. So I just want to remove this 2. So what I will do, I'm just going to be dividing the whole equation with 2, and I'm just going to be multiply them as well. Okay, I just do the direct step, direct this one, okay, instead of this. Yes, everyone, it is clear. I'm multiplying 2 as well as I'm going to be dividing 2 with each term. So the equation I'm going to be get, it will be x square plus 3 over 2 minus 3 over 2. 2 is multiplying, on the side will be divide. Now next we have to write the equation into the completing square form. The format is x plus b over 2 whole square minus b over 2 whole square plus c. So we are going to be writing the same format. We have x plus b over 2 whole square minus b over 2 whole square plus c, that is minus 3 over 2 is equal to find the value of b over 2. So we have the value of the coefficient of x square is x is 2, 3 over 2, multiply with 1 by 2. So the answer is 3 by 4. Yes, everyone. Any question?
no,
Anyone
sir.
have a question till here? Okay, so I'm going to get 3 by 4. Now just it's a simplification. This is the main step. That's it. Now we have x plus 3 by 4 whole square. It will be 9 over 16 minus 3 over 2 is equal to 0. X plus 3 over 4 whole square. I'm using the calculator for calculation right now. We have minus 9 divided by 16 minus 3 divided by 2 minus 33 over 16 minus 33 over 16. This is positive value. Take this value on the other side, it will become negative. Sorry, positive. So I want to remove the square, so I'm going to be taking a square root on both sides. So I'm going to be get x plus 3 over 4 is equal to positive and negative square root 33. The square root of 16 is 4 because 16 is the square of 4. Yes, everyone, any question?
No, sir.
All right. So now we have to just separate it with the positive value and negative value. We are going to be get with the positive values square root 33 over 4 minus 3 over 4. X is equal to minus square root 33 over 4 minus 3 over 4. So I'm going to getting minus square root 33 divided by 4 minus 3 divided by 4. The answer is minus 2.186. Minus 2.186. Second value, we have to take both. One is positive So answer I'm going to be get 0.686. 0.68. Up to two decimal places, it will be 0.69. And this value will become minus 2.19. So these are going to be would be my final answer. So this is how I'm going to be solve a quadratic equation by the completing square method. In the whole question, basically, this is your main step. That's it. Yes, everyone. Any question? The completing square method is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anyone
Yes.
having a small doubt in the completing square method?
So do we need to put our answer in like in decimal forms at the end or in the search, or is it
Uh,
our choice?
for example, if nothing is going to be written here, so you can leave the answer in the third form, and decimal form is going to be better one. If, for example, it is written that you have to write the answer into the two decimal places, so you must have to be write it. For example, if I'm going to be leave the answer till here, so I will lose 1 marks because I did not write the answer into the required format. All right. So it depends upon the situation. If examiner asks you that you have to write the answer in decimal, so you must have to be. And if there's nothing here, he just says that you have to solve the quadratic equation. So obviously you have to be leave the answer till here, but obviously the decimal form is going to be more better. Yes, everyone. Any question?
No, sir.
No, sir.
All right, okay, it's already factorizable question. No, factorization. Okay. Any better question? Computing square. Yeah, let's do this one. Okay, so I want to be do it by the completing square. So first step is the coefficient of x square must be 1. So yes, Ishal, how we can make the coefficient of x square will be 1?
So can you repeat that again? Your voice was glitching at the end.
How I can make the coefficient of x square will be 1 because I want to be solve this by completing square method.
As in take away 3 by dividing?
Yes, we have to multiply by 3 and dividing by 3 with each term. Now, this 3 is multiplying on the side will be divide. This 3 will be cancel out. Minus 11 over 3x plus 4 over 3 is equal to 0 over 3. Yes, Mustafa, what is the format in which we need to be right?
We need to write x minus 11 over 3 divided by 2 square um, plus 11 over 3 square plus 4 over 3.
Okay, first of all, I'm writing the format. We have x plus b over 2 whole square minus b over 2 whole square. Okay, I need to find the value of b over 2. That is simply you have to take the b term, that is minus 11 over 3, multiply by 1 over 2. So I'm going to be get minus 11 over 6. So I'm going to be substitute minus 11 over 6. Must substitute with the sign, okay? Now, this value will become x minus 11 over 6 whole square because plus multiple minus will be minus. 11 square will be 121. 6 square will be 36 and minus sign will become positive. 4 by 3 is equal to 0. Let's I'm going to be using the calculator to simplify them. We have minus 121 divided by 36 or plus 4 divided by 3 minus 73 over 36 minus 73 over 36. Now it is minus 73 over on the other side will become 73 over 36. I just want to remove the square, so I'm going to be taking a square root on both sides. So I'm going to be get the answer x minus 11 over 6 is equal to positive and negative with 73, and 36 is the perfect square of 6. Now, take the value. All right, now we have x is equal to square root 73 over 6 plus 11 over 3. In the same way, x is equal to minus 73 over 6 plus 11 over 6. Let's find the value. Yes, everyone, you have a calculator?
Yes, sir.
Then please find the value. Divided by 6. Yes, all of you please find the value. Plus 11 divided by 6. Yes, what is the answer?
It's 11 plus under root 73 divided by 6 over 6.
And in decimal. Tell me the answer in decimal form.
3.26.
3.257. Okay. 3.257. In the next step, I'm just going to be round off. Okay. Because most of the students are just going to be write the value directly round off and they are going to be do the mistake. Okay. Find the answer of the next one for the negative sign. Yes, Mustafa, Ishal, Zimal, you have to do as well.
Sir, it's 0.409.
0.409. Yeah, that's correct. 0.409. So round off, it will be 0.41.
One.
Inshallah, in the next class, we have to be do the practice of these methods. We will do different questions and we are going to be do the quadratic formula. That is the easiest one. Yes, everyone. Any question about the quadratic equation?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No, sir.